Alright guys, so I finally had a chance to edit this video part 2. We're going to be picking up the day before I leave Apple Valley and head down to where I'm at here in Baja. So enjoy. Alright, there I am. Yes, alrighty guys, so Mouse and I are out and about our last day here in Apple Valley, and I realized my screen protector on my phone is trash. I'm like cutting my fingers and everything. So I always pay for insurance on my electronics and stuff simply because I'm a klutz. So I've got all the insurance in the world, and warranties, and all that fun stuff. I just need to find a store that actually has the screen protector for my particular phone, because I have an older iPhone 13. So I've hit 2 stores already. One store, I don't want to talk about it. I just don't understand what's happened to customer service. Needless to say, the other stores are always great. I love T-Mobile. But I'm heading down now to a corporate store. Apparently my phone is so old that they don't keep this in stock anymore. So yeah, it's gonna be fun on the bun. There is just not enough time in the day. Oh man. Well, that was fun. I knocked back a good 90% of the dirt. On the inside, I like to take a damp rag and just kind of pick up all the dust that's collected from being out here in the desert. I generally leave my windows cracked, and when the wind picks up, it just fills the inside of the Jeep. The only reason why I do that is because I don't have air conditioning. So I try to keep it from being sweltering hot in the summertime. So use the damp rag to get the majority of the dust up. I will go probably hit one of those self car wash places to use their high intensity vacuum cleaners and get some Armor All onto that vinyl and get her looking presentable again. But it is 3:30 and yeah, it's gonna be dark here soon, so I am gonna carry on doing all this boring stuff, and I'm gonna save you guys. So if anything major pops up again, I will let you know. Oh man. Oh, morning y'all. Today is the last day. I am staying here, I believe, maybe tomorrow. My buddy Andy's coming down from Grass Valley tomorrow. He should be down here in the afternoon time. I'm gonna hopefully have everything loaded up and ready to go. I think he's gonna stay one night in a hotel here, just because it's a good 9-hour drive from Grass Valley to here. And then we're gonna probably get up early in the morning and head to San Diego. I am ready for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag my butt out of this camper, go inside, have some coffee, and try and get this day started. Whew, finally here. It's 6 months I've been working on this camper. It's not finished, but it's ready. So, all right, coffee time. Well, I think Dennis was getting a little bit of camping envy, so we went over to his mom's place and put his rooftop tent on. And you always know it's the holiday season when you have someone with a bullhorn out on the street. Awesome. What do you think about that, Mouse?
I think that we should just go home, because I'm pretty sure there's some beef jerky in the cupboard.
Well, now that the build is done and I'm about to move on, that means that I needed to pack up all the garbage that was left over and take it out here to the city dump. I don't want to leave all that stuff there for Dennis. And Dennis happened to have a few things that needed to go to the dump as well, so it worked out for all of us. After the dump, it's time for me to head back and get ready for my long road trip that's coming up tomorrow. So, yeah, last time I'll be looking out at this desert for a while. Deciding to avoid the traffic through Apple Valley, Mouse and I cut through Hesperia down through the 138 to the 15. From the 15, we followed it south through the pass down to the 215, where it's a straight shot all the way to San Diego. Once we reached San Diego, we stopped by my mother's place to say hello, tell her what my plans are before heading across the border in Nevada. So settle back, because this is going to be a long drive. What's going on, everybody? So we are down here at the border. We're gassing up. We're about to make the cross. We spent the night at Best Western. We got here late. The traffic was crazy, and my mother didn't have any food at her house, so I couldn't leave her there without any food. I don't know what was going on with her caregiver, but the caregiver, I guess, didn't get her enough food last week. So did some shopping for Mama. Now we are gonna go cross the border. So it's just over here, and I'm gonna set you guys up facing forward here. You can see Andrew pulling up in front of me there to the right, pulling the Razor. He's signaling me to take the lead because I'm a little more familiar with this particular border crossing. So we're about to turn in. Here's the US side. They don't really do much there. Through this little corridor, we literally cross an imaginary line, and now technically we're in Mexico. So they have a little spot here with cameras and things like that. Once you get through this part, the border patrols will pull you aside here in these little stalls to do an inspection. Now, they don't always inspect your vehicle, but when you're towing a vehicle or you're loaded down with a bunch of stuff, they generally want to stop you and look at stuff. Now, the guy I had was really professional. He was really cool. I got the strong feeling that he was going through a lot of the motions because he had to and he was being watched. Andrew, directly in front of us, on the other hand, had a very different experience. It appears that he and the lady Border Patrol did not see eye to eye. Alright, so we just got through the inspection. I'm waiting for Amy to get loaded up. We're going to make our way through town. It gets a little bit rough going through town. Traffic is kind of weird, so I am going to just put you guys forward facing, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're leaving the border directly. We're going left, but there are 3 lanes, and we have to get in the far right lane to get onto an overpass to make it into the area we need to go. If we took an immediate left and didn't make the overpass, we would end up in the wrong part of town. So this is part of the reason why Andrew had me take the lead. Alright, so here we go through Calexico. The drive is really rather uneventful. The only things I can suggest is that I wouldn't rely very heavily on Google Maps. I would instead put more of my attention towards the street signs. Google Maps doesn't always get updated. Sometimes the towers don't give you the data in time and you find yourself going the wrong direction. If you're towing a camper or a boat or something like that, on these very narrow and crowded streets, that can become cumbersome. So I suggest keep your eyes peeled, move very slow, and check the signs. The signs will not lead you astray. Alright, so this is the main drag that's going to lead us out of town and to San Felipe. If you don't have a bunch of maneuverability, I suggest staying in the middle lane. You'll see the signs that say San Felipe, and you'll be very happy that you didn't do a lot of lane changing. Well, as you can see, there's not much to the drive through Calexico. We're starting to come to the end of the city here, and it's going to sort of open up to a 2-lane highway, and then that 2-lane highway is going to drop down to a single lane both directions, and it's going to be that way pretty much all the way down to Cabo San Lucas. Again, just take your time, enjoy the scenery. The lanes get pretty tight and very treacherous through the center of Baja, so alright, well, we're down past Calexico. We're moving out into sort of like the mountain area you can see out here. The mountains are surrounding us. Soon we're going to pop over the mountain and dip down by the water, and it's going to be a straight shot along the salt flats. And then we're going to be heading into those mountain ranges directly ahead of us. We're going to make a little bit of a climb up and over those mountain ranges. We've got one more checkpoint to hit, and then it's a straight shot to San Felipe. We're not going to be staying in San Felipe this time because we stopped in Mexicali for the night. So today, it's just a quick stop for some gas, maybe something to drink, and a straight shot all the way down to Guerrero Negro. You guys come back as we make our way through San Felipe, down through Catavina, all the way to Baja Sur and Guerrero Negro. So remember, all of this is possible through you. So if you found something useful here, consider subscribing. When you do, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be aware of every time Mouse and I upload a new video. Now, time for the message. If you're liking the adventure so far, consider going to our Facebook page, Tribe of Travelers, and following along on the blogs there to get more details about what's going on and what's happening next.
If you're looking for Christmas ideas for me, beef jerky, teriyaki style. I love beef jerky. Feliz Navidad!